Black people, nature is calling on us to rise up and save America. You know, it takes a lot of courage to say those words. I know that in order for any people to be saved, all people must be saved. I know that for any righteous person to be happy, all people must be happy. What I'm basically saying is this. I'm a black man, and we black people love life. I'm not a white man, but I can walk in a white man's shoes when it comes to life. I believe that every white man loves life. And as I want life for myself and all black people, I want life for white people and all white people. I want that. But I must say, here in America, the troubles that we experience every day are basically brought on by white people as they walk a dark path. That doesn't mean that all white people are slow, but many of them are. And the ones that are not slow, well, they usually do like other people do when they're outnumbered. They be quiet and give in. Black people have been treated very poorly in America. And there are some white people who hate it. There are some white people don't like it, but that's life. And there are some white people that enjoy it. There are some black people who couldn't stand it. There's some black people that put up with it. And there were some black people who enjoyed it. And as we experience these, it gives us a whirlwind of chaos, at least to anyone who envisions living a life. And for me, I envision living a life. But I see living a life in America means that black people are going to have to do what our parents taught us. Our parents taught us in the middle of all the hell that we had to go through in the South. Our people still taught us that we're supposed to love folks. They still taught us that God was God. And they, yes, taught us that Jesus was Jesus. The whole limelight. And for the most part, we accepted it, whether we believed it or not, we accepted it as a message. But apparently, white people who use the same book had a different message. They weren't taught about caring about people unless they were talked about white people, because they sure didn't treat black people with any caring. And as a consequence, it has brought us to this day where Donald Trump, representing all whiteness in America, I don't know if it's all over the globe like that or not, but in America it is. It's white supremacy in America. And Donald Trump epitomizes it to the T. Even white people that don't want to be known as racist, even white people who got several black friends, put up with it. They go along with it. Sometimes they might vote for a Democrat. But be that as it may, today black people are treated as second-class citizens, even though we have had a black man as president of the United States and a black woman as vice president of the United States this day. But in the midst of that, white supremacy has allowed courts where law is supposed to be deciphered as being good or bad, stacked for whatever white supremacy wants, the system wants. Got the courts stacked, the Supreme Court stacked, even though it has proven that it is as crooked as any other organization within the United States. It still got people in line to follow its lead. These are white people doing this because they're not going to suffer like black people. They're not going to suffer like minorities. They're not. And the reason reason is because the system is designed that way. So they cannot fix this problem. So I'm saying nature, just like a hurricane comes through and wipe a town out, everybody wants to see that town rebuilt. We got a tough system. It makes it complicated. But if it were easy, you see that thing rebuilt, it would be fantastic. What I'm trying to say, ladies and gentlemen, is this. They are trying to destroy this nation. Now, when I say they in America, I'm talking about white people. I might as well just go and say it just like it is. White people. What do they say? They want to take away every right that anybody got. They want to just be God over you. Women, they want to tell you what to do, when to do. And you know they want to tell black folks. You heard one of the guys call them taking black jobs. What is that? Picking cotton? They want to take away your right to teach the truth. They don't want to put any curbs on guns. They want them to be available to do the harm and damage that they do. These are the kinds of things that they allow to continue to exist. Oh, they'll go back and say, we're doing this, but these things are continued existing for the purposes that they do. But that will not ever allow us to live in peace and be prosperous and free and joyous and happy and live and enjoy our dreams. No, that will never occur. Now, you know what white people are about. I'm telling you from a man who sees it like this. This is the way I see it. They are not about fixing anything. Polish it up a little bit, 100 years from now, 200 years from now. Look how long it's taken us to get to here, and we still treat the second-class citizens. Over 200 years, we still treat the second-class citizens. Ain't nobody thinking about fixing anything. So if fixing is righteous, then black people, let us fix it. And in order for us to fix it, we got to make sure that everybody got access to that which exists by the hands of man. What does that mean? We got to make sure that everybody got food, clothing, shelter, education, health care, transportation, infrastructure, and can benefit for anything that comes by the hands of man. This we must assure. And the way you assure that is by guaranteeing and putting everybody to work. Everybody got to have a job, a career. And to make sure that this thing works, you make sure that the career that is chosen is one that gives them their greatest joy. They love it. And everything is just cream on the top. And it produces peace. Ladies and gentlemen, what I'm telling you is absolute truth. It produces peace and prosperity and freedom and joy. I tell you this. What white man tells you this? What white man in office right now tells you this? And without lying. You know, not trying to tell you what you want to hear and get in office and do what you want to do. What white woman? I'm sure many black men could tell you this, and black women could tell you this easily. How to live peaceful, be prosperous, free, joyous, and happy, and to live your dreams. Wow, your needs, your wants, and your desires met. Never without them. Wow. Don't have to lie, cheat, steal, kill, hate, be a racist, a bigot, or any of those things. Terror, war, none of that stuff. Wow. And look at America, ruled by white folks. And what I just shared with you, they're not thinking about it. And going to make sure that what I just shared with you or what you just heard don't get heard by many folks. Check it. See how many times people have clicked on it. But be that as it may, I want you, the black people, to know this. America must be saved, and it will be done by black people. White people will help, but they cannot lead the way because they don't know the way. And if they knew the way, they wouldn't lead it. Think about it. Talk to you later.